So how would you explain godly friendships? So how would you explain godly?
Godly friendships are friendships that push you more towards God than from Him. Godly friendships are people that say, before I give you an advice, let's pray. A godly friendship are friends that stick closer than a brother. A friend is a person who's a vault. Once you tell them your business, they ain't out there in the streets anymore. They can hold. Godly friendships are honest friendships. Honest, meaning when a person says, Josh, I want you to be a mentor, I want you to be a friend of mine, you're now giving me a license to be honest. So at that moment, friendship should be, I love you, I'm here for you, but if I lose you for being truthful, I'm okay. Because you told me friend. What messed us up was Facebook. 5,000 friends. They should have said 5,000 associates. You see what I'm saying? Because not everybody on Facebook, on Twitter, and everybody who double taps don't like you. Then most people are watching you, are jealous of you. Or that's why I'm like, don't post your relationship online. You're gonna have a bunch of haters. Oh girl, I'm so happy for you. And next thing they know, they cursing it until it dies. What I'm saying is that you gotta have people who you give a license to speak godly, honestly in your life. If you always got a bunch of yes people, those are people who are infatuated with a friendship with you and not really trying to be a friend of yours. I want people that's gonna be like, Josh, I don't think the way you handled that was right. I respect that, I appreciate it. Now, if a hater tells me that versus a friend telling me that, I'm not responsible for the response I give you. When a person who's coming at me hard, talking like, well, you need to do this better, I ain't gonna listen to you. All criticism are worth peeling from, but a friend says, you know what, I'm not just correcting you, I'm giving you reasons why I'm correcting you. Biblically, sound. And listen, if you're not willing to, now it's one thing to be like, you know what, dang, that hurts. But if you like, I don't want you to be my friend no more, then you wasn't a friend of them. Friendship goes both ways. I gotta give it and also be able to receive it. That's why, we take the word friendship so loosely. Everybody's friends, but not everybody's your friend. You want somebody who's an all-weather friend, not a fair-weather friend. A friend that's there with you through fall, winter, spring, summer. A friend that's in the gym with you in the off season, courtside in the preseason, cheering you on during the season, holding you during you holding the trophy. You want someone that's there with you through all stages of your life. You want, like I'm preaching this weekend, you want somebody who's in your sitcom, who's a pivotal person in your whole season of your show. You want someone that's also seasoned, someone that could also make you, preserve you. You want someone that can be like, you know what? I feel like I'm lasting. I feel like I'm kept. I feel like I'm held up. Moses had to have somebody to hold his hands up. You need someone that's going to hold you up. And not all of us wants to be held that way. We think all holding is gentle. Sometimes somebody just got to jack you up like, no, snap out of it. You need someone that's going to be like, look, catch you on your bull. Like, look, that's what you're doing. Like, change your ways. But it's hard to do that if I ain't sharpened. That's why some of us got a bunch of dull friends, dull knives. You need someone that's sharp. Listen, you need someone that's going to be like, you know what? We got somewhere to go together spiritually. Now, you got different routes, career-wise, call-wise, but y'all pursuing God the same. You know what I'm saying? You need that. Because if a person is sinning, they can't correct you in a certain way. Because they in sin too. You can't be like, stop your pornography. If you in it, you can't say, you know that relationship is bad for you when you're in a bad relationship. Like you gotta be like about this personal development growing. Because I want to be a person people say, when I'm with Josh, I'm sharpened. If he calls me friend, he's there. And listen, do not call everybody friend. Because a real friend picks up the phone at 3 a.m. A real friend is the one that they got to be at work in 2 hours, but they can come scoop you because you got a flat tire. That's a friend. Friends are people who endure. Friends are friends like, if I can, I will. And if I can't, I'll try to find a way for you to happen. Don't call people friends that when life is not fair, they're gone. That's why God puts you through situations so that you can see who's your real friends. Listen, I went through a lot of stuff in my life, and you're like, they wasn't with me. Because if they were with me, they will still be with me. Because you need people who are durable and who can endure. If they ain't godly, you got a God that's a friend. You know what I'm saying? But he has to be your number one friend before everybody else, because you could be able to say, you know what, God, if you're my friend, because ministry, if I can be honest with you, is lonely. People look at you in a certain type of way. They think of you more highly than you should be thought of. Some of them, they just don't like you. There's people that compete with you. There's people that they're a friend to the idea of you, not the friend of you for real. Like people get shocked when I actually vent. Like, what's your job? I'm like, no, I'm human first, you know? And you got to be able to say on your journey, there may be pockets of seasons where people are not strong enough to be your friend for that season. And that's okay. Now you know. You know, they don't mean they're a bad person. They're just not a strong person for where you got to go. So you select friends by allowing God to select them. And those, when you go through your ebbs and flows and you start going through all these different seasons, the ones who's like looking at you at your wedding, at the divorce, at the child birthing, they're there when your baby got cancer, they're there when your baby get healed from cancer, they're there. If they ain't there and they got things more important, now there's some, don't be prideful now. They got families too. You can't be don't cast your cares to a human. Cast your cares to God. Some people be like, well, you supposed to be my friend. Like, yo, I'm not strong enough to hold all this. That's when people come to me, I'll be like, I'll pray for you, but don't expect no 2-hour prayer for your prayer request just because we're friends. I'll travail long, but I got a faith strong enough to be like, God, I trust you can handle it. That's still strong enough as a friend, as a person who will be on the ground for you. Listen, I got work tomorrow. I got things I got to do. I'm your friend. I pray for you, but I ain't going to be on it now. If you kids got cancer, that's different. But man, come on. We got to be mutual. Give, take kind of deal. Hope that makes sense. Yes, boss.
Just to add on to that.
Yeah, bro.